हाँ जी, दक्षा बहन शुरू कीजिए। थैंक यू।
ओम शांति। ब्रह्मा कुमारीज के राजयोग एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च फाउंडेशन के एजुकेशन विंग की आज की इवनिंग वेबिनार में हम सभी भाई बहनों का बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। और आज का दिवस हम सभी के लिए बहुत ही भाग्य उदय का दिवस है, क्योंकि जो इतने समय से कोरोना काल की वजह से हम सभी का मिलना नामुमकिन ही लग रहा था, पर जूम मीटिंग में हम सभी का बारंबार मिलना एक नए अवसर को हमारे सामने लेकर आया है, जिसका आज इनॉग्रल फंक्शन हम सभी भाई बहनों ने अभी अभी अटेंड किया। इसके लिए बहुत बहुत तहे दिल से हम धन्यवाद करते हैं अपने एजुकेशन विंग के सभी स्टाफ्स का, सभी मेंबर्स का, स्पिरिचुअल सेवा के सभी भाई बहनों का, जिन्हों के अथक प्रयास से आज का यह दिन हम सभी देख पा रहे हैं। और पूरा महीना हम सभी अभी अपनी पीसीपी क्लासेस में व्यस्त रहेंगे। इसके लिए आप सभी को पहले से ही बहुत बहुत बधाई हो, स्वागत हो। तो आज के इस इवनिंग वेबिनार में हमारे बीच में सिस्टर आरती साहू जी मुंबई से पहुंचे हैं, जो इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी के ऊपर हमारे बीच में चर्चा करेंगे। सिस्टर आरती साहू जी बैचलर इन इंजीनियरिंग आईटी, परसिविंग मास्टर इन मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिस एंड लीडरशिप टेक्निकल ट्रेनर हैं, सर्टिफाइड इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस कोच, सर्टिफाइड 6 सिग्मा ग्रीन बेल्ट प्रोफेशनल, mentor for organizations development at MML EQ education। सिस्टर आरती साहू जी फर्स्ट टाइम शायद हमारे इस वेबिनार में आए हैं, तो 2 लाइंस इनके लिए अभी अभी लिख सके हैं। सिस्टर आरती साहू जी ने आज का सुंदर दिन चुना अपने वेबिनार में। सिस्टर आरती साहू जी ने आज का सुंदर दिन चुना अपने वेबिनार में, जिस दिन सारे भारत के भाई बहनें बैठे थे, जिस दिन सारे भारत के भाई बहनें बैठे थे इनॉग्रल पीसीपी क्लासेस के इंतजार में, इनॉग्रल पीसीपी क्लासेस के इंतजार में। फिर भी सिस्टर आरती जी आपको बधाई बारंबार है कि आप अपना समय फिर भी निश्चित आपने आज का दिन किया, और आज के ही दिन सारी खुशियां भी आपके सामने हैं। तो आपका पुनः पुनः बहुत स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है, वेलकम। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Thank you, Daksha Ben, for the introduction. And I would also like to thank all the participants who have joined us on a Sunday evening. I wish the time that you devote for this session, you have some key takeaways, and if you are able to take some key learnings and also start practicing it. So something I would like to tell you is that there might be a few points which I share in the session, which you feel that you have already heard, but I would really request and urge all of you to take at least one thing that you start really practicing and implementing from today. Right? So let me just share my screen. Yeah, so emotional immunity, the pandemic especially has made us realize that immunity is something that all of us need. And especially in the past 1 year, all of us have focused especially on our physical immunity. We learned all the hygiene techniques, sanitation techniques, and also practiced it. But the pandemic, especially the lockdown, the way the government imposed restrictions on us and the precautions that we had to take because of the COVID, it also took a toll on our mental health and made us realize that emotional immunity is equally important. And hence, we are going to discuss about this topic on emotional immunity. And before I begin with what emotional immunity is, I believe we need to understand what emotions are. So, the beginning of the session, I would devote some time towards understanding what emotions are, the difference between emotions and feelings, where the subconscious and conscious play a role. And then slowly we will move towards what we need to do to develop our emotional immunity. So emotional literacy. So the concept of emotional literacy is about the ability to express your feelings with specific words. So I'm sure you must have heard of this term emotional intelligence. If you look at the top 10 skills organizations need these days, the top 6 skill that you have is emotional intelligence. And if you want to become emotionally intelligent, emotional literacy is the first step towards it. And that is nothing but being able to label your emotions. I'll give you examples so that you understand this in a better way. So for example, whenever we are feeling sad, we just say that we are feeling sad, we are feeling low, or I'm happy. But there are different reasons why we are sad. Like it could be either you are disappointed, or either you are scared, or either you are feeling helpless. So emotional literacy says that you should be able to specifically label your emotion. So for example, instead of saying I'm feeling low, you say I'm feeling disappointed, or I'm feeling scared, or I'm feeling helpless. And I would also urge you to join one more suffix towards the end, that I am feeling so and so right now or at the moment. Now, what is the benefit of labeling your emotion this way rather than using I'm feeling low or I'm feeling happy? There are two benefits to it. First thing is that when you say that you are feeling low, as I said, there are multiple reasons that you could be feeling that way. आप इधर आपका कोई काम नहीं बन रहा है, तो इसके लिए आप बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हो सकते हो, या फिर आप you are not doing well in your, like if you are a student in your academic life or in a professional life, and that is making you feel sad. So alag alag reasons ho sakte hain, and different reasons would require different intervention. So if you are feeling disappointed, you need to build your resistance power. You need to tell yourself that I need to be strong. And if you are feeling very low, if you are feeling very sad, then at that time you need to do something which would make you happy. So when you are more specific, you know what is the specific way I need to tackle it. And secondly, why do we have to attach a time label to it? That is because imagine you keep on telling yourself, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling low. That becomes an inherent part of your personality. So when you say that I am feeling disappointed now or at this moment, you know that this feeling is temporary. This feeling is not something that is going to last for long. So I'm feeling helpless at this moment. The helplessness would go away probably the next moment, next minute, next hour, or next day, but it is not permanent. So you are not mistaking few sad, few negative, few not so very positive moments of life with life itself. So that is how you learn to slowly and steadily label your emotions. Then the next thing is, as I told you, there is a difference between emotions and feelings. So what is the difference? So there's a cycle. So generally what happens is there is always an external stimulus or a trigger, which we call in common terminology. So this trigger could either be external or it could be internal. So an external trigger could be I'm feeling stressed because I'm having an exam. An internal trigger could be the internal self-talk that goes inside our heads. So what happens is there is an external stimulus, and the moment you see the stimulus, the moment our brain notices that there is a stimulus, there is a chemical substance released in the body, released in the brain of the body, and it takes around 1/6 of a second for the brain to identify the trigger, and another 1/6 of a second for the chemical to get released in the body, and that chemical is nothing but we call them as emotions. So for example, let's say you are walking on the road and you see a lion. That lion is the external stimulus or the trigger. The moment these eyes saw the lion, the brain sends a signal 1/6 of a second for the brain to identify the trigger, another 1/6 to understand, to, now the brain is getting activated. So now there is an emotion of fear that happens. So because of the chemical cortisol or noradrenaline that gets released, and then that is the emotion, and that is known as non-conscious changes or subconscious changes, because that just happens. You look at the lion or the tiger on the road, because you're not in a zoo, on the road, and then this sudden trigger that happens suddenly subconsciously, that is the emotion. and then that slowly and steadily that signal from the brain reaches the other organs of the body, and then you have a conscious or cognitive processing that takes place in your brain, and you call that as a feeling. And when this feeling happens, when there is a feedback loop formed between the brain and the body, and this feedback loop tells you that you need to run so that you can save your life. So that's where the difference between emotion and a feeling comes. Now, if you have to look at the brain region, emotions are subconscious, as I told you. Just see, so anything that happens at the autopilot mode. So, for example, a lot of people these days said that आजकल मेरा मन नहीं लगता, या फिर मेरा माइंड स्टॉप ही नहीं होता, कंटिन्यूसली थॉट्स चलते रहते, या फिर मुझे गुस्सा आ जाता है. So all these things that just happen automatically, autopilot mode, these are the things that are coming, these are responses that are coming from the subconscious brain. So emotions are originated from the amygdala, which is also known as the emotion center of the body, while feelings are conscious, as you can see, the process differentiation, and it originates from the neocortical regions of the brain. Now, emotions are physiological response to stimulus. As I told you, first thing you see the stimulus, and then the immediate next thing is an emotion. It is a physiological response to stimulus, meaning physiological response means it can be measured, and hence you have machines or biofeedback machines to measure your emotions. You have EQ, emotional quotient. You don't have FQ, because that's not a physiological response, hence that cannot be measured. And feelings are expression of emotions based on our learnings and experiences. So as I told you, whatever is the emotion, if the emotion is of fear, you start feeling fearful. It's an expression of emotions, and based on our learning and experiences, which means that the stimulus could be the same, but two different people, based on their past learning and experiences, the feelings that they go through could be different. Let's say, for example, public speaking. There could be one person who, when looks at the audience, gets very excited. The emotion is of happiness, and hence the feeling. But there could be another person, whenever the person looks at the audience or walks up onto the stage, the feeling is of fear. So it is based on our learnings and experiences. Now, why are we talking about this difference between emotions and feelings? Because there is a good news that between the stimulus and between our response comes this conscious cognitive processing of feelings. And if you want to change the response to any external stimulus that you have, let's say I told you public speaking. Now you want to work on this fear of yours of public speaking. So the intervention that you need to do is going to be at the feeling level. Based on your learning and experiences, slowly and steadily, you will have to change this conscious response that you give. That's the reason we are doing this difference between emotions and feelings. So please remember that whenever you have to change your response to an external stimulus, the feeling is the part that you need to work on, because it is conscious. And when you start working on the feeling consciously, slowly and steadily, there are changes in the subconscious. So you must have heard people say that you do something for 21 days and it becomes a habit. So there is a reason behind that, that when you are consciously doing something for 21 days, your brain is a neural circuit, and there are pathways on your brain formed by the neurons. When something is traversed for 21 days, that pathway becomes permanent, and hence that becomes a habit. So the intervention is at the feeling level. Then next, just as we talk about vitamins that are required by our body when you have to work on physical immunity, you must have heard of this, that your body needs vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin D for our bodies to function, right? To develop and function normally. Similarly, if you can map at an emotional level, I think this is my understanding, that these are the three things especially you need so that you can lead a happy or a fulfilled or a satisfied life. So vitamin A for attention, C for connection, and D for determination. If you have these three things in life, the happiness or satisfaction or joy, all these things are the consequences, but the causal factors are these three: attention, connection, and determination. So these are the vitamins for your emotional brain, vitamins for your emotional health. Now attention, we will look at the three factors that we saw, and we'll start with attention first. Now, why do we talk about attention? If I had to speak on this topic probably 10 years before this, I would have not probably added this. But why attention is becoming important now? Because social media, all of us are experienced with social media. It has become an inherent part of our life, and हर कोई तो ये नहीं कर सकता कि हम सोशल मीडिया गिव अप कर ले. आज बहुत सारे काम हमारे पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल सोशल मीडिया से हो रहे हैं. सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर एवरीवन टू से दैट आई विल गिव अप सोशल मीडिया, राइट. एंड इतना हम उसके यूज हम कर रहे हैं कि गवर्नमेंट स्पेशली जब रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ने, हम इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने आत्मनिर्भर अभियान चलाया था, तो दैट मेड मी वंडर कि हमारा जो यूथ है, are we really independent, are we really atmanirbhar, or we are so much dependent on social media, on our phones, that we have become app nirbhar more than ourselves. We are like, more than spending time with ourselves, more than spending time on our self progress, we are spending time on social media. So are you atmanirbhar or app nirbhar is a question I would like each and every one who has joined this session to start thinking about. Now, one thing is that we are surrounded with so many apps. There is also something that is happening at a background level, and which makes us glued to this social media apps. So I'm sure some of you must have experienced this thing, that you are searching something on an e-commerce platform like Amazon. मैं कुछ ढूंढ रही हूँ Amazon पे या Flipkart पे, and वही प्रोडक्ट मुझे अपने Facebook पे या Instagram के स्पॉन्सर्ड एड सेक्शन में दिखने लगता है. And I wonder कि I was doing this somewhere else, अब मुझे ये यहाँ कैसे दिख रहा है. So what is happening is there is something known as an attention economy. तो हम जिस इकोनॉमी में रहते हैं उसको कहते हैं attention economy, wherein the apps on our phone, the hundreds 200 apps on our phone are competing for our attention. एंड जिस ऐप ने, जो ऐप सक्सेसफुल हो गया हमारा अटेंशन उसकी तरफ खींचने के लिए कि हम बस स्क्रॉल करे जा रहे, we are not switching to some other app, that means that app has become successful in grabbing our attention. And hence they say that attention is the new currency. And big data analytics, ये सब भी काफी लोगों ने सुना होगा. So ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, ये सबसे स्टडी की जा रही है. पीपल आर टेकिंग आवर डेटा एंड दे आर मेकिंग श्योर दैट वी आर ग्लूड टू, वी आर बीइंग शोन थिंग्स that we like. For example, when we shop something on Amazon, it shows you recommended, it shows you that people who bought this also bought this, you might like this. So basically our attention, what we are doing, is being studied and we are being shown things that we like. But if I have to purchase something, मैं सिर्फ आधा घंटा उसमें देना चाहूंगी, not the whole day. But imagine मैंने आधा घंटा दिया, उसके बाद मैं फेसबुक पे या कहीं और जाती हूँ, मुझे फिर से वही चीज दिखने लगती है, मेरी इंटरेस्ट की चीजें. So I'm like almost glued to my screen the whole day. And hence our attention span, which is less than that of a goldfish, human attention span is around 12 seconds. And अभी वो attention span अभी 4 से 5 सेकंड बन गया है. Why? Because there are so many apps, so many things happening कि we are watching one thing and we see one more recommendation, we start watching that. We are switching. And 10 years down the line, probably they would have said that multitasking is a good thing. But now research says that when people multitask a lot, उनका concentration effect हो जाता है, because they are doing so many things, they are not able to focus on one thing. And hence people complain that I notice that कि मेरा मन घूमता ही रहता है, मेरा mind इधर उधर, I'm not able to focus on one thing. So one of the reasons is because we are surrounded and because we are offered these things. Now, how do we deal this? How do we deal with this? What should we do and what should we not do to so that our attention is not being traded off? First thing is, as you must have seen on the slide itself, you need willpower. You need a strong willpower so that you know that when I keep my phone aside, when I'm doing something, I have to completely focus on this. And not on, I'm not going to go to my social media, or I'm not going to use my phone for the next 15-20 minutes, for the next 30 minutes. So their willpower comes into play. नहीं तो मतलब नहीं, मैं ये नहीं use करूँगी. And these things slowly and steadily deplete our emotional health, and which towards the end of the session we will understand how. But this is how you begin with. Then second thing is, you said that put down your phone and pick up your life. You know, time is very limited. All of us have just 24 hours. लेकिन उस 24 hours में someone is able to achieve so much, and उस 24 hours में if we are glued to our mobile screens, then we are not really doing justice to the role that we have to play in our lives. So put down your phone and pick up your life. Disconnect so that you can reconnect. Sometimes you have to disconnect to external things so that you can reconnect to yourself, and so that you can reconnect to people around you. And for that, you need to let go, you need to unsubscribe, you need to breathe, right? That's where different types of meditation and all of these comes into play. हमने अपने आप को ही नहीं जाना है. We know people around us, we know what is happening in the world, but we don't know what is happening in our inner world, and hence it is important that we start doing these things. Then this was something that you can do, like giving up, what you do not have to do. So one more tip that I can give all of you is, you can use digital well-being. Almost if anyone who is using an Android phone, and I suppose most of us, 90% of us, even on the Zoom call, would be using Android phones. So Android phones have this inbuilt functionality known as digital well-being and parental controls. So go to that section and set a timer. WhatsApp 30 minutes, Instagram 30 minutes, whichever app you feel is you are spending. You can just go there and you can just check. There's a pie chart, and you know how much time you are spending on each application. Go over there, and then the moment you realize that इस app में मेरा बहुत time जा रहा है, उसको आप timer लगा दो. इसको 30 minutes, इसको 15 minutes, and then accordingly slowly, and then that उस timer के बाद वो app will be disabled for the day. So you cannot use WhatsApp more than 30 minutes if you have set the timer for 30 minutes. And that's how you slowly and steadily moderate your timing, because completely giving up social media is not possible. But moderation is the key, not avoidance. Then the next thing that you can do is to increase your attention, which was the vitamin A for our emotional immunity, is use the right ATA. What is ATA? ATA is action, time, and amount. So you need to do the right action in the right time and the right amount. Let's say I give you an example of a student. So you need to do the right action. For example, a lot of students have this habit that they start studying only when exams approach. So you need to do the right action, as in whenever lessons are taught to you, whenever you have time, not only during the exams, start doing the right thing and the right time. Because if you keep everything for the last moment, obviously you'll feel more stressed. And or else, if you are so strong that even if there are 2 days and even if there is 5,000 to 6,000 pages of books to be covered and you cannot take stress, then that's a different thing. But if you are getting stressed, then you need to check out that, am I not doing the right action? Am I keeping my things for the last moment? And things are getting piled up, which is leading to stress. So identify क्या सही action है, इस समय पर क्या चीज है जो मुझे करना चाहिए. When I have my exams after 2 days, today is not the right time for me to watch a TV series or to binge watch on Netflix. So moderate, digital timer, digital detox. How are you going to detach yourself? Then at the right time. So as I'm giving a student example, whatever time suits you. So some people are more comfortable studying in the wee hours of the morning, early morning. Some people are more comfortable studying in the evening. So choose your time. Whichever time is more preferable, choose that time. So right action and right time ka combination could be, for example, you suppose history. History is a subject you find boring, or for people who are working, you have a number of tasks to do. You know that these are the tasks that I find difficult. So if you're studying history and if you choose a time post lunch or post dinner that you have eaten something, and then you are taking up your subject that you find monotonous, obviously you'll fall asleep. So you need to choose the right time. If you are more active in the morning, study in the morning. If you are more active in the night, study in the night. So choose your action and time, and in the right amount. Now this is very important. and this is where your willpower and discipline comes into play. So right amount, there is this image that you can see. This image is about a technique known as a Pomodoro technique, which says that so there is a lot of research and a lot of studies that were conducted, and it said that our attention is about, like, if you want to really have be one with something and focus on something and do it, you should do something for 25 minutes, then take a short 5-minute break, and then again start doing it for 25 minutes. So any task, start doing it for 25 minutes, take a break for 5 minutes, and then start continuing it. And then slowly and steadily, when your concentration power improves, you can do 25 plus 25, 50 minutes, and then take a 10 to 15 minutes break. And make sure that in this 10 to 15 minutes break, if your work is you are using your laptop for 25 minutes, then for the 5 minutes break, you have to be away from the digital screen. Don't use your phone, or don't face the screen in this time. Just go and have a glass of water, and be mindful when you are having that glass of water. Or you can stretch a bit, but whatever, if you are using the screen, then make sure that in this break, do not use the screen again. So this was about how to build attention, which was the first vitamin for our emotional immunity. Now, I hope so I have a question for all of you, and I hope people have not dozed off. So you can see there are two things on the screen. I would like you to mention on the chat, or if you have the rights, that you can unmute yourself and speak, or put on the chat what is the difference between the two. You have to read both of these. And is there anything that you are finding easier? One thing is easier, one thing is difficult. And if yes, then what is the difference between the two? Which one are you finding easier?
Definitely the second one.
What is the reason? Thank you, Brajmohan Bhai, for answering that.
Because in first one it is not we can't able to read it because it is written continuously, and in second it is written word by word and in a proper sentence form.
Okay, so what is there in the second one which is not there in the first one, जिसके वजह से आपको वो difficult लग रहा है? क्या है ऐसा second वाले में? Sentence form में तो है, वो correct answer है. उसके अलावा और क्या है?
इसके अलावा वो वर्ड्स अलग अलग नहीं ना, सब बिल्कुल कंटिन्यूअसली पूरा एक जैसा लिखा हुआ है. तो उसमें जो है ब्रेक कर पाना, हमें जो है ब्रेक करने के लिए हमें अपना दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इट वांट टू से. ये है.
राइट. थैंक यू सो मच भाई जी. सो उन्होंने आंसर बता दिया. The break that he mentioned, your things are continuous, and there is a break. So basically there is a space, there is a comma, and there is a full stop. So over here there is no full stop, no comma, and no space as well. Right. Yeah. So
yes,
यहाँ पर वो डिफरेंस है. तो आप सोचिए कि जब दो सेंटेंसेस हम रीड करते हैं और वहां पे वेयर देयर इज नो स्पेस और कॉमा और फुल स्टॉप, हाउ इज इट? इमेजिन वी आर लीडिंग आवर लाइव्स फॉर 20, 30, 40 years, and we don't even think, we are not even mindful of taking a break. This is how our life becomes very cluttered, very congested. We ourselves don't know what is going on. Everything is so mixed up, so confused. But when you take a break, this is how life is. Beautiful, lucid, easy to understand, flexible. This is how our life becomes when we leverage something known as the power of pause. Okay, so the spaces, the commas, the full stop signify nothing but the small short breaks or the digital detox that you need to give yourself when we are running this rat race called life. And what are you supposed to do in the small pauses? The self-care prescription says you can take a small nap, but take a break. Just don't slog hours continuously. That's why there is a joke that says, right, that humans spend a lot of money, right? Now, they spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of time to earn money. They don't take care of their health, and again they spend this whole lot of money on their health. So we don't want to come in that category, right? So that's why you take a short nap, have nutritious, have wholesome food, relationships. This is not something I think I need to say, because the pandemic has made us realize how important people are in our lives. Prayer, meditation, again a very important thing, because meditation is nothing but giving your thoughts that break, because you're talking about emotional immunity. Emotions are all related to our thoughts. So giving that break to your thoughts is nothing but meditation. Inspiration, you read inspirational books, you watch motivational videos rather than binge watching on some vlogs. Go and watch some inspirational videos. Then exercise. Now they say that exercise is an antidepressant, because when you exercise there are endorphins released in your body. So exercise is also a very important break that you can give to your mental and emotional state of being. Now we move towards the second vitamin, which was the vitamin C for our emotional health, and becomes very important for us to connect with ourselves and with the supreme. Now, कि जैसे मैंने कहा कि हमने सब कुछ जान लिया है, हमने बहुत सारी स्टडी कर ली है, वी हैव पब्लिश्ड पेपर्स, वी हैव अंडरस्टूड अ लॉट about the world, about our own physical bodies, about what is going on in nature, what is happening with animals. Like we have literally piled up books, reference books, journals. There is a lot of knowledge, database of knowledge available, but how much do we know about ourselves? तो अगर मैं किसी से पूछूं कि ह्यूमन बॉडी में, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से आई एम टेकिंग एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अ स्टूडेंट. If I ask a student how much percentage of your body water is there in your body, or what is the normal temperature of a human body, or what is the national fruit or flower or national cricket, this thing, sport of a country, they will answer. But they will answer immediately. But if I ask them, what is your strength, what is your weaknesses, इस क्वेश्चन के लिए हमें सोचना पड़ता है. That means that we have not connected with ourselves. एंड हमें ये चीज हाई टाइम, स्पेशली बिकॉज ऑफ द पैंडेमिक, हमें ये रियलाइज हो जाना चाहिए कि आर सेल्व्स आर आवर बिगेस्ट कंपेनियन. अगर जब कोई तकलीफ आती है तो हमारा मन, हमारा शरीर इज आवर बिगेस्ट कंपेनियन. इफ यू डोंट टेक केयर ऑफ इट, देन वी आर नॉट जस्टिफाइंग द रोल दैट वी हैव. एंड सुप्रीम, connecting with the supreme is also important, because we need that support in life. I'm sure there is a story, you must have heard the story, where a girl was flying in a flight, and the flight started, there was some problem with the flight, and people were worried that the plane is not going to land properly. It was shaking and everyone was very worried. Now, but there was this small little child around 7-8 years old, and she was not worrying, she was just sitting relaxed. And there was one lady who saw that this child is like not worrying, the plane is shaking, but then she is not worried. And they asked her, she said that I am not worried because the pilot is my father. She had that faith that my father is flying this flight, so I am safe. Right? So when you have that chhatra chaya of the supreme, you know that the supreme is with you, you know that you can tackle any challenges that come across. So connection to the supreme is equally important. Now, I'm sure you must have heard of these words, superiority complex, inferiority complex. जब हम अपने आप को हमारे आसपास जो लोग हैं उससे बड़ा समझते हैं, तो हम कहते हैं कि हम superiority complex है. जब हम अपने आप को हमारे आसपास जो लोग हैं उससे छोटा समझते हैं, छोटा महसूस करते हैं, we feel that we don't really hold value, उसको हम inferiority complex कहते हैं. Now, other than these two, there is something known as an interiority. And unlike superiority and inferiority, this interiority is not complex. It is simple, because it is internal. Now, what is interiority? तो अगर मैं एक example दूँ, let's say you go to a classroom of 5-year-olds, 5 साल के बच्चे बैठे हैं, and you ask in the class, who is the strongest in the class? अब आप सोच सकते हैं 5 साल के बच्चे के ऑलमोस्ट एवरीवन विल रेज देयर हैंड, मैम आई एम द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट, आई एम द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट. Now the same question, or let's say these same kids, यही 5 साल के बच्चे अब 10 साल के हो गए या 15 साल के हो गए. So now let's say they are in the 10th standard and you go and ask the same question and these kids are the same, वही same 5 साल के बच्चे जब फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में थे तब मैंने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा, एंड व्हेन दे वर 15 years old मैंने तब जो ये क्वेश्चन पूछा उसी क्लासरूम में, हु इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट इन द क्लास. अब ये 15 year olds कितने बच्चे हाथ उठाएंगे? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? कम होगा, नंबर कम होगा, राइट? तो हम तो हाँ जी बिल्कुल, तो हम तो बड़े हो गए, हमारा तो प्रमोशन हो गया, तो क्यों नंबर कम हुआ? तो what really happens is as we start growing, हमारा reasoning power develop होता है, we start comparing ourselves, and probably this 15-year-old group में when you ask, someone would even say, if you ask who is the strongest, someone would even say, ma'am Ramesh is the strongest in the class, right? तो हमारी reasoning develop हो गई है, somewhere we are growing but we are not developing, there is a difference between the two, and hence हम जाते हैं हमारे इंटीरियोरिटी की तरफ. एंड इंटीरियोरिटी कंपैरिजन की बात नहीं करता. इंटीरियोरिटी सेज दैट एवरीवन इज यूनिक, others can do what you can do, but there is something that you can do and no one else can do. If I ask you that you have to, पूरे संसार में मैं आपको जितना टाइम आपको चाहिए, मैं आपको 1 साल का टाइम दे देती हूँ, आप ढूंढिए कि आपके जैसे कोई और इंसान इस संसार में है क्या. 2 क्वेश्चन मैं पूछूंगी. सबसे पहला कि कैन यू सर्च, आई गिव यू एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम, वॉट एवर हेल्प यू नीड, वॉट एवर रिसर्च टूल्स, टेक्निक्स, मेथोडोलॉजीज यू नीड, आई विल गिव यू. You do your market research and come and tell me. In fact, you need more time, I'll give you more time. But you have to come and tell me a person who is exactly 100% like you. The second question that I मिल सकता है?
नहीं, not possible.
Not possible. क्यों not possible?
पहली चीज तो हम अपने आप को ही अच्छी तरह नहीं पहचानते हैं, तो दूसरे को क्या जानेंगे?
राइट.
सबसे बड़ी चीज ये है कि हम अपने आप को तो पहचाने पहले, जैसे आपने कहा था कि SWOT एनालिसिस में हमारी क्या स्ट्रेंथ है, क्या वीकनेस है, क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, क्या थ्रेट्स हैं. जब हम स्वयं को नहीं पहचानते हैं तो दूसरे को हम ढूंढेंगे क्या उसमें? है ना? तो इसलिए पहले उसको अपने स्व को पहचानना बहुत जरूरी है.
एग्जैक्टली, थैंक यू सो मच उस पर एम्फसाइज करने के लिए. तो हमें जब पता ही नहीं है कि हमारे अंदर क्या है, हम किसको ढूंढने निकलेंगे? बहुत अच्छी बात बताई भाई जी ने. एंड द सेकंड क्वेश्चन दैट आई वुड आस्क इज, कैन यू नेम वन पर्सन ऑन दिस होल प्लैनेट अर्थ हु इज नेवर जज्ड, जिसको कभी जज नहीं किया? फादर ऑफ नेशन ले लो, अमिताभ बच्चन ले लो, रतन टाटा ले लो, कोई भी व्यक्ति ले लो, या कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति है संसार में जिसको कभी किसी ने जज नहीं किया, जिसके लिए कभी किसी ने बुरा भला नहीं बोला? भले बाहर उसके लिए बहुत हो रहा होगा, लेकिन उसकी फैमिली में ये कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी किसी ना कोई उसको नेगेटिवली जज करता ही है, हर इंसान को. तो जब मेरे जैसा
जब परमात्मा को नहीं छोड़ा तो दूसरे को क्या छोड़ेंगे?
एग्जैक्टली. तो हम we are so habituated to finding faults, we are so habituated to finding the bad in the good. You know, even if there are so many things that are happening good, वो एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं करते कि पूरा एक व्हाइट स्क्रीन पर एक ब्लैक डॉट है, हमारी नजर उस ब्लैक डॉट पर ही जाती है. We are so habituated to finding faults that हमने भगवान को भी नहीं छोड़ा. What I'm trying to say here is कि अगर मेरे जैसा इस संसार में कोई है नहीं, और एट द एंड ऑफ द डे बड़ों को भी लोगों ने जज किया, भगवान तक को नहीं छोड़ा, तो व्हाई शुड आई नॉट बी माई सेल्फ? इफ आई एम यूनिक एंड how much ever good I do, how much ever I try to people please, how much ever I try to impress people are going to judge me. There would be someone or the other who would not be satisfied. Then why should I not follow my own heart? And that is interiority. And if this logic, if those 5-year kids would have followed, they would have raised their hands when they were 15 as well. क्योंकि मैं तो यूनिक हूँ और दुनिया तो मुझे वैसे भी जज करेगी, तो मैं जो करता हूँ वो यूनिक हूँ, मैं स्पेशल हूँ, and they would have raised their hands. So that is interiority. Now, yeah. So self awareness, जैसे अभी भाई जी ने भी कहा कि we need to learn this technique of knowing ourselves, get connected to ourselves, and it's not about the fruit, it's about the root. So स्वयं को जानना, self को manage करना, ये सब जो what you see in the roots, self awareness, self management, all these are the various components of emotional intelligence. And these are the roots, these are not about the fruits. We focus so much, we say decision making, we need to be compassionate, we need to communicate, and we are focusing so much on the external. But what we also need to remember is that all these are the fruits, and I need to work on the root. And connection to the supreme, I told you, it is also important, because when you run alone, it's called race. When God runs with you, it's called grace. So there are times when even after you give your 100%, there would be things you would not be able to do. That is the time when you have to say that I have given my 100%, rest I leave to the supreme. But you also have to do your karma. Karam karo, but phal ki chinta mat karo. Now there is a small activity that I would like you to do. Since in the interest of time, we won't be able to do it like right now. Like I won't, you will not be able to take 5 or 10 minutes for that. But you can make a note of this. If you have your mobile phones on the notepad, you can write this, or on your sheet of paper. You have to draw the tree of your life. Okay? अपने जीवन का एक पेड़ बनाना है. उसमें आपको क्या करना है, आपके लाइफ की जो सपोर्टिंग रिसोर्सेज है वो आपको ग्राउंड में लिखना है. जैसे सपोर्टिंग रिसोर्सेज आर लाइक योर स्पाउस, योर फ्रेंड, योर पेरेंट्स, राइट, योर सिबलिंग्स. तो या फिर प्रोफेशनल पे योर बॉस, योर लीड, योर कलीग. तो वो आपको आपके ग्राउंड में लिखना है. देयर आर सम वैल्यूज दैट आर इम्पोर्टेंट टू यू, वो आपको आपके रूट्स में लिखने. तो व्हेन यू ड्रॉ द ट्री, रूट्स पर आप लिखोगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, फॉर मी ऑनेस्टी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो आई विल राइट ऑनेस्टी. Then the trunk that you draw, you have to write your strength. So your strength could be that you are a very good communicator. Your strength is that you are very good at understanding people. So that you have to write in the trunk. And the things that the external level that I was saying, the developments that you have to write in your leaves. So a development could be that I got a new job, that I finished my SSC with this much percentage marks, or any development or anything that you have achieved, that should be a part of your leaf. And some sample is here. This is how it would look like. You can write your purpose of life. You can write your fulfilled relationships. And you can be more specific. The SMART goals, as we say, that a fulfilled happy relationship with my spouse. Your peaceful work environment, you can write that I wanted a distraction-free environment, and I'm able to do that because I'm keeping my social media aside. I'm able to achieve that. So these are very minor examples, but you can write more definitely related to your job, related to your personal life, and then values you write on the roots, and then your strengths you write in the trunk. So I hope all of you must have made note of this slide. कौन सी चीज आपको कहाँ डालनी है, और इफ पॉसिबल आज शाम को या कल सुबह सुबह आप ये एक्टिविटी कर सकते हैं.
जी, यस.
हाँ, उसके बाद हम आते हैं लास्ट पार्ट पे, विच इज द विटामिन डी ऑफ इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी. इनफैक्ट आई वुड से दैट अटेंशन है, कनेक्शन है, उसके लिए हमें जो भी चीजें करनी है वो हम तभी कर पाएंगे जब हम विटामिन डी ले. वो कहते हैं ना कि you can have lots of food so that your body gets calcium, but until and unless you don't have vitamin D, calcium won't be absorbed in your bones, and all of us know how much important bones are. तो ये विटामिन डी डिटर्मिनेशन जो है उसी प्रकार का है, उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है, because you have to be determined to have that willpower, because मुझे अपना concentration बढ़ाना है, attention बढ़ाना है. You have to be determined that I will not indulge in something which is not helping me, and I would sit and connect to myself. I would give time for meditation. I would give time to connect to the supreme. वो connection vitamin C के लिए, उसके लिए भी determination चाहिए. And ये slide को मैं आप में चाहूंगी आप इस तरह से देखें कि if there is anything in your life, any goal that you are trying to achieve, but वो बहुत समय से हो नहीं पा रहा है. Let's say for example, आप सुबह जल्दी उठने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, या फिर आप सोच रहे हैं कि मुझे एक्सरसाइज करना है, लेकिन वो काफी समय से हो नहीं पा रहे, रेगुलरली नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. तो वो ऐसा कोई एक गोल विच यू आर नॉट एबल टू अचीव, जो आप काफी दिनों से फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे, उसको अपने सामने रखिए और फिर इस स्लाइड को रीड कीजिए. So for determination, what becomes important is you find your why. So there is this whole TED talk known as the Golden Circle by Simon Sinek, which talks about this, which is a very famous TED talk. Companies भी उससे use करते हैं. वहाँ पे वो Steve Jobs, Apple, जो companies which have really reached at the crux, उनके examples लेके बताते हैं कि find your why कितना जरूरी है और क्यों जरूरी है. So first thing is that goal जो आप complete नहीं कर पा रहे हो उसको लिख दीजिए, and then question why, what is your purpose, your motivation, what do you believe, why do you want to do it, exercise, why do you want to do it, so that it helps your body, so that you lose weight, so that you look good, so that you are more healthy. वो डीप में जाकर आप अपने आप को क्वेश्चन कीजिए कि क्यों करना है मुझे, because only if your why is clear you will be able to work on the how and once your why is clear. And ये भी जरूरी है कि वो why आपके लिए कितना important है. I have to exercise daily so that I can be healthy. How much important it is for me to be mentally and physically healthy. That will tell you, that will that will decide how much efforts you are able to put for your that purpose. Once you are done with that, then you go to the how. अब करना कैसे है. So if you say कि मैं exercise करूंगा, for example, if I have to take this example of exercise, how are you going to do it? 30 minutes every single day, सुबह 10 बजे. तो ऐसा एक टाइम फिक्स कर दीजिए, बिकॉज व्हेन यू डू इट, लेट्स से इफ यू डू इट फॉर 7 days ऑल्सो, तो 8वें दिन पे ऑटोमेटिकली 10 बजे वो ब्रेन से योगा मैट की तरफ हम जाएंगे या उस जगह पर जाएंगे, तो प्रेफरेबली सेम जगह पर करें. सो नाउ यू आउटलाइन द हाउ and then what is the result. Now here the technique of visualization becomes very important. So I gave you an example of exercise, but you have to take something, a goal that you want to fulfill, right? So अब मुझे क्या result होगा? My body will be very healthy, my mind will be very peaceful. You can also do meditation. So in meditation, you are trying to increase the time for meditation. My mind will be very stable, mind will be peaceful. उसको विजुअलाइज करें. अब जैसे इसको विजुअलाइज करेंगे, एंड वंस यू स्टार्ट डूइंग लेट्स से द एक्सरसाइज और द मेडिटेशन और व्हाटएवर दैट टास्क, उसका एंड रिजल्ट आप बार-बार विजुअलाइज करें. दैट विल मोटिवेट यू. एंड व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट एक्सरसाइज, एज आई टोल्ड यू, endorphins are released in your body, so automatically you are motivated. So understand your why, outline your how, and visualize your goal. This will help you to be determined for what you want to achieve. So जब हम ये करते हैं तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हम हमारे इनर क्रिटिक को साइलेंट कर दे. लेट्स से यू आर एबल टू डू दैट थिंग फॉर 2 days, 3rd डे आप नहीं कर पाए, तो आपको अपने आप को जज नहीं करना है कि मैं तो कभी कर ही नहीं पाती. हमारा एक इनर क्रिटिक होता है जो हमें नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्सेस देता है, तो उसको हमें ऑब्जर्व करना है, माइंड से डिटैच हो जाना है, सोचना है कि मैं एक वॉचमैन हूँ और मैं इन थॉट्स को देख रही हूँ, और वो थॉट्स को जज नहीं करना है, न्यूट्रल रहना. और अगर अंदर से किसी चीज के लिए कोई थॉट आ रही है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, कभी कभी लोगों को एक अननेसेसरी फियर होता है. व्हाट वी टेल आवरसेल्व्स इज, इफ आई गो ऑन स्टेज आई विल फॉरगेट थिंग्स, इफ आई गो ऑन स्टेज आई विल स्टैमर. ऐसे जब हो रहा है, जब एक इनर क्रिटिक है और वो आपको कह रहा है कि आपको ये चीज नहीं ट्राई करनी है, आपको ऑब्जर्वर बन जाना है. लुक एट दोस थॉट्स, डोंट जज, बी न्यूट्रल, लुक फॉर एविडेंस. नाउ दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट व्हिच इज यूज्ड इन साइकोथेरेपी. आप एविडेंस देखिए कि क्यों आपका मन आपको कह रहा है कि यू विल स्टैमर. क्या कभी पास्ट में ऐसा हुआ था कि आप स्टेज पर गए, आपने स्टैमर किया और लोग आप पर हंसने लगे? दैट हैज लेड टू एन इम्प्रेशन इन योर माइंड. अगर ऐसा है तो उस पर वर्क करें कि जो पास्ट में हुआ, नॉट नेसेसरी इट विल हैपन नाउ. आई एम अ पावरफुल बीइंग, सुप्रीम सोल इज विथ मी. ऐसे अपना मनोबल बढ़ाए. और अगर वो नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, इट इज योर ओन क्रिएशन that I will stammer, I will forget things, then just discard it. Just say that I am more powerful than these thoughts. I am the master. And you rise above your fears by facing them. If you ignore them, आप आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे लाइफ में, आप जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रहे जो रोल आपको दिया गया है. So you do that, you look at those thoughts and silence your inner critic. Don't get entangled in it. So this brings us to an end of this session. And once again, I would like to thank all the participants for joining on a Sunday evening. And not necessary कि 1 जनवरी से ही हमारा नया साल शुरू होता है. जब भी हम कुछ नया करने का एक नए डिटर्मिनेशन, एक नए उमंग उत्साह से चाहते हैं, तो हमारा नया साल तभी शुरू होता है. So I would, as I told you at the beginning, मैंने जो भी बताया, lot of things could be that you have already known, already heard. But let us take one key takeaway, whatever you like, one thing from today's session. And from 1st February 2021, which is tomorrow, कल से हम ये चीज करना शुरू करेंगे. ऐसा हम अपने से अपने आप को ये विटामिन डी दे, डिटर्मिनेशन का, that I am going to work on this habit, and next 21 days I'll do it continuously. I'll work on that, and I will bring that transformation in myself. Thank you so much, and over to you, team.
थैंक यू आरती बहन, बहुत अच्छा सेशन आपका है ना. आपने बहुत अच्छे तरह से बताया सारी चीजें कि इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी हम कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं. अभी तक तो हम खाली फिजिकल इम्यूनिटी के बारे में जानते थे, लेकिन जैसा मैं समझ पा रहा हूं आपके इस पूरे लेक्चर से, विदाउट इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी देयर इज नो फिजिकल इम्यूनिटी. अगर इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी है तो ही फिजिकल इम्यूनिटी भी होगी, अदरवाइज नहीं हो पाएगी. क्योंकि फिजिकल इम्यूनिटी और इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी इज ए कंपोनेंट एंड मेजर कंपोनेंट ऑफ फिजिकल इम्यूनिटी, व्हाट आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड. दूसरी चीज आपने जो बहुत अच्छा बताया कि इमोशनल लिटरेसी की आवश्यकता है. लेबल योर इमोशंस, कि अभी जैसे हम कह देते हैं अरे यार बस बहुत आज बड़ा, मतलब आज नहीं, हम तो कहते हैं बस ठीक ही हो रहा है, इट मीन्स वी आर फीलिंग लो. लेकिन हमें स्पेसिफिकली बताना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम, whether I am disappointed today, whether I am scared, or whether I am helpless. If any of these, then what is the reason behind this? तो रीजन भी हमें उसका सोचना पड़ेगा और स्पेसिफिक वर्ड्स का प्रयोग करना पड़ेगा, न कि इस तरह से. ये आपने बहुत अच्छा बताया. फिर डिफरेंस बिटवीन इमोशंस एंड फीलिंग, ये आपने फिर विटामिन ए बी ए सी डी, बहुत बढ़िया है ना. अटेंशन, कनेक्शन और डिटर्मिनेशन. और जो आपने वो एग्जाम्पल दिया ना 2 पैराग्राफ का, दैट वाज द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल एग्जामिनेशन, कि हमारी जिंदगी में कहीं कोई पॉज, कहीं कोई फुल स्टॉप और कहीं कोई कॉमा, ये सब नहीं हो पा रहा है. हम कंटिन्यूअसली चल रहे हैं विदाउट एनी थिंकिंग कि कुछ नहीं है. तो ये सारी चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं. सेल्फ केयर के लिए आपने कहा कि स्लीप, एक्सरसाइज, न्यूट्रिशन, मतलब प्रॉपर टाइम शुड बी गिवन टू ईच एंड एवरी एक्टिविटी. तो बहन आरती, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. आपके ट्री ऑफ लाइफ आपने बनाने को कहा है, जरूर हम बनाएंगे. अपने जीवन की का भी ये पेड़ जो है जरूर बनाएंगे. और जिस तरह आपने कहा कि एक आपने बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल दिया कि कैल्शियम इज ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड विटामिन डी, और उसी तरह से कनेक्शन इज ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड डिटर्मिनेशन. सो आई थैंक यू फॉर दिस एक्सीलेंट सेशन, और आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. और इसी के साथ ही थैंक्स टू अनिल भाई जी, जिन्होंने जो है इस तरह का सेशन हमारे लिए ऑर्गेनाइज किया. एंड थैंक्स टू दीपक भाई जी एंड RERF राजयोग एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च फाउंडेशन के सभी भाइयों को, बहुत भाई बहनों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. एंड वंस अगेन थैंक यू आरती बहन.
थैंक यू सो मच. और मैं पूरे एजुकेशन विंग के टीम को, अनिल भाई जी को, दीपक भाई जी को भी थैंक यू बोलना चाहूंगी कोऑर्डिनेट करने के लिए. वन मोर थिंग, पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने भी काफी रिस्पॉन्सेस चैट पे दिए हैं, और थोड़ा स्लाइड का भी फुल स्क्रीन का मेरा वो थोड़ा हो गया, people couldn't see. I'm sorry for that.
एक हम भूल जाते हैं कि थैंक्स टू दक्षा दीदी, जिन्होंने इतना अच्छा जो है रोज सबका जो इंट्रोडक्शन देती है ना, रियली में देखिए बहुत अच्छा, वो जो है सबके बारे में कितना सोच के, कितना उसके जो है कला है, और उसके पीछे उनके इमोशंस क्या देखिए आप, इमोशंस भी तो है उनके अंदर इस तरह के ना. हेल्प, हाँ ये है. तो
थैंक यू दक्षा बहन का भी, थैंक यू सो मच. एंड थैंक यू पार्टिसिपेंट्स.
डेफिनेटली उनकी इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी काफी अच्छी है दक्षा दीदी की. थैंक्स बहन, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत अच्छा सेशन. At least I am benefited a lot with this session, and today this is the first day when I wrote 3 pages, and right from the beginning I am noting down all the points, whatever you are telling me. Thank you, so kind of you. Over to Deepak bhai. और अनिल भाई जी, हेलो दीपक भाई जी।
हाँ जी, अनिल भाई दिख नहीं रहे, वो इसके लिए मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा,
हाँ जी, अनिल भाई जी अनम्यूट कीजिए।
ओम शांति।
ओम शांति।
आई एम ऑडिबल नाउ?
ओम शांति।
यस
हाँ,
यस।
Thanks to Sister Aarti Sahu. She has, told us that during this Corona time, when everyone has a problem and their life, and we are passing through a very critical phase. So, how with the by increasing our immunity, we can solve our problem. And I think, as we already know that, as we've been practicing every day in our group also, that the only way to increase our immunity is by following the values and the powers which we can find ourselves within ourselves. And meditation also helps a lot. And plus, she has already spoken certain other things which we require to increase our immunity. And practicing our values, practicing of all the norms and the things which are explained to us can help us to save ourselves from the crisis which are prevailing now. It is not only in our nation but all over the world. It was a wonderful session, and I think everyone must practice and follow whatever has been told by her, and plus by our, counseling practices also. And this is, we have been practicing now almost for the last 1 year, and I think that we have saved ourselves uh, by practicing what she has told us today. So very, thoroughly researched project she had undertaken, as she has got several, I will say that many qualities, and which she has shown us through our this session for 1 hour. And I really thankful and appreciate the way she has conducted her session. Thanks a lot, Sister Aarti Sahu. And next session you can book in the month of February also. Thanks to all our audience and to our and I must appreciate now. And today I think session was conducted for PCP. Who was not was there, no? So we will send the instruction in the group also, so that tomorrow whoever classes are started, they must join it, because classes will start from 9 o'clock for second year, I think, for counseling student. So if you have any queries, you can ask. Students who are not there in the PCP classes, inauguration session, they can ask their queries here also, in the group also. Thanks a lot. Om Shanti.
सर्वशक्तिमान की संतान हो, तुम सर्वशक्तिमान की संतान हो। कौन कहता है